Ooh, previously on the free roll 5. Yes.
The party travels down a spiraling staircase deeper into the depths. The moisture is getting thick. The slick stairs are becoming more and more difficult to traverse downward. Kind of like scoot some of what's left of Carl onto the map table.
Use a stick. Remember, it's acidic. So how's that map looking?
So the map of the table, on the table, carved into the table.
The map of the table on the table. Well, that's great. It's just blueprints on how to make the table it's on.
I got a tattoo of my face on my face.
She made it an inch taller so you look bigger, right?
Yeah. All right, Peanut Gallery.
Oh,
yeah. You.
I'm sassy tonight.
It says, next time you're up top, buy TP. Well, that's great.
It's a shopping list.
Butter, apple juice, ale.
Ale is underlined 4 times.
Also signed as CL.
I know what CL is. I have his pipe.
You don't even have to do this. You guys can become like map makers or like, I don't know, farmers for all I care.
The dwarf's natural enemy is dead.
Beyond in the dark, they hear raspy breathing, clanking and shallow, manic laugh.
I believe you guys see up.
If I get lit up in the eyes, I'm going to just turn around and swing my axe right at you. He's bouncing back and forth between cool dude and decayed, and he has a crazy laugh. I'm guessing he's not Mr. Rogers.
Won't you be my bro?
He could be Mr. Rogers back from the dead.
This is quite a thing.
That's what I said.
He is a soldier of misfortune.
I met a donkey.
Does the donkey have anything to do with this?
He's the savior. He's a magical war donkey.
War donkey.
He's been pulling all of our strings.
That's why he runs away. It's him. He's doing missions. Whatever. It's been a day. I fell downstairs. I had to get my shield back from Carl. Come on. Carl?
And my spear.
Who's Carl? Yeah, and the spear. Carl's pretty messed up. I could show you some of Carl. Hold on, let me get it.
Crossroads ready.
I see the saviors have sent the scourge. Do not fear, for we will let you pass through, and we serve you with gratitude.
We really don't want this. I just want to keep putting it out there. And yes, I'm doing character voice on purpose. We do not want to do this.
Yeah, really.
But we are not just going to sit here and take it.
Okay. Is everybody ready, set?
We have no choice.
Yep.
There is still groaning coming from the zombies within the cells next to you as they still reach out.
I forgot about them.
Bear those guys in mind.
As he lumbers for you, Xenoxia, you're first. What do you do?
Book it.
Man, pull a Mario and run the hell away.
I'm going to yell to Freya to turn around and head back.
So that we're all against a wall?
No, so you get back in that hallway.
Yeah. It's better than being in single file line
This is true.
in between the zombies.
Choke point.
This is true. All right, well,
Are you moving past the door on the other side of the door that you came in on, or are you just moving back up against it?
What is the space like on the other side of the door?
Big enough, let's say it's probably a 10 by 10. You do have the ability to also go up the stairs as well, if necessary.
slide back down them. I know what you're thinking.
Yes.
You do have the capability to do that. The room is big, but it is not big enough to be able to run around because he does have the halberd.
Can we coax him up to Carl's room?
Plant him face first in Carl.
You can, but you've seen from his gait that he is not the most. Yeah, what does he need to go up the stairs for?
Yeah,
He's
right.
He's completing his mission by not letting us pass if we go up the stairs.
I know, I was just thinking we could coax him.
Yeah, no, I like
run
thinking.
around and then take off back down the stairs and run through the room as fast as possible.
Yeah, I do like the thinking.
It'll work.
And that is the only exit is through the
Behind
room
him.
behind him and the one we're at.
Right.
Yep.
Is there a door on the other end of the hallway?
I'm
Yes.
ready to just do some
There's a
magic
door.
on his butt.
Well, but
Best
do we
of
want
luck.
to?
We have I don't think we have a choice at this point anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at tactically. Here's what you're looking at. You're looking at a 10-foot wide, 30-ish foot long hallway, prison cells. Mm-hmm. Zombies line it. Soldier of misfortune in front of you, and that's it.
Okay, here's a thought. Do we retreat back to Carl's room until he figures out what the hell's going on?
Safe plan.
We try to. I mean, we could.
Is all
Here's another thought. Do we know that the zombies won't attack him? He's mostly human.
But that could be why he can shift back and forth, so they will not attack him.
That's true. But it's only parts of him. I mean, they might
But
be
if
like
they
brains.
won't,
no.
if they won't attack him, why does he have them locked up?
That's a big risk, though. If we open those doors,
we don't have to open all of them. We could open one.
I don't think it's a pretty big risk. Remember, the scratches can hurt.
If I use turn undead on him, it's just going to be like his eye gets scared for a fraction of a second.
Yeah.
He's
He's got a lazy eye.
He can't see to the right, you know.
Flank him.
Wait, you're looking for manipulating the dead? Does the hypnotizing thing work like in your favor, like on the zombie undead?
Yeah, that's the question. Would it hold?
Because I've got something in the back of my head here that may or may not work. This is just in the back of my head.
What if
It can go
sleep
either way
might
for all
work?
this.
It might.
Because I bet you if he's that slow in that hallway, he wouldn't be that hard to hit.
There's only one way to
She
find
could
out.
hit him as he comes through the door. She could stand next to
Then
him.
he's
That'd
going to
be
wake
a
up eventually,
surprise.
though.
He is.
Unless there's another way out, we're still going to have to deal with them. when we
For
get
all
back.
we know, it keeps going. And by then, we could prove that we're on the good side.
The zombie things
By taking the thing he's protecting. That'll work.
Or from the
He's not
not
that
gonna-
big of a creature. Like,
Okay.
take
Humanoid.
5'9", 5'10".
Okay, so he's humanoid.
Yes, he
He's
is a
bigger
human,
than most of us.
But
except
when
you.
he phase shifts, he turns into his undead self,
You should be
his
taller,
future
or
self,
as
his
tall.
now
Like
self,
5'4".
whenever
Okay.
time it
Still.
might be.
A lot closer than me.
You guys want to make a break for it?
Are we going with the hallway plan? It's either that or we fight him in here.
Run away.
Well, I think we need to go to the hallway. Because then we
Okay.
can at least retreat up the stairs if we have to.
All right.
Now, do we want a surprise attack when he comes in and do the sleeping spell?
I can position myself up a little up the stairs so I have a better vantage point.
I like that, yeah.
And then is that staircase is that staircase single file?
Yeah,
Spiral.
it was.
So it's one person wide.
If you're taking pot shots and we get to the point where we're running at the stairs, you see us and you're going to be able to run away.
And I can just take pot shots and lead you guys up.
Maybe he'll forget and we can do the conversation all over again.
So here's the layout, so you guys can get a little more information on what the room looks like.
What is that?
The staircase going up. It's hard to make a spiral staircase. Hence the arrow.
Looks like a sun.
Okay. I don't know how to draw a spiral staircase very well. No, yeah, I just remembered how, and that sucks.
You're stuck with that terrible drawing now.
I know, forever and ever.
Will he remember our first encounter?
Whom?
Senior honcho down there
Your first encounter?
with him.
If we get out of his sight,
Oh,
does he
yeah.
forget
And then,
like,
like-
he's a
Oh,
dog
he'll
or
remember
some
us?
stuff?
No, he'll remember you. Absolutely.
Oh.
Maybe.
What if we wear a disguise?
Yeah, what if we come dressed differently?
Nose, glasses, and a mustache
The
on.
rogue can wear the dresses.
I do have a disguise. I do have a disguise ability.
Pretty sure you're not going to fool this.
Probably
I have a disguise.
That's probably
No,
not true.
actually, it's
the thing
not.
also-
It's actually my class.
All right, smart ass.
It actually is one of my skills, guys. Yep,
See,
it's 4, and I've
The other
4 and
thing,
2.
One thing you never want to hear the DM say.
What?
Do you have your character
character
sheet?
sheet on you? Of course I do.
I said yeah.
Listen, I mean, think about it. Honestly, you guys go running out of that hallway. I mean, seriously, is he really going to chase you out of the
No,
hallway?
he's not.
No.
He'll probably
done
won't-
his job.
Yeah, he's doing his job. He's just scaring you away.
We don't have to
Well, we
fight.
got to get through there.
Well,
True, you have to get past.
to progress the story, we might
So
have
you
Well,
to.
have to-
technically, we don't.
Yeah, all we have to do is get.
Well,
Oh, if we just like repent, and the DM can't continue with his game,
we're sorry. We're
that's
sorry.
kind
yeah,
of a
we're just going back and we're just staying there.
I just think that's kind of a crap way out, in my opinion. I
That
mean,
is
you
true.
kinda
We got
wanna-
to see out.
well, see,
Your
that's the
control
thing.
save, never come back to the
Yeah,
actual
exactly,
game.
right? Pretty
Yep.
much control less and walk away. Yeah, there is information that Silverhand found out.
If we just wait long enough, maybe he'll just die.
And I put nice because he's probably immortal, right?
God, I don't think is he killable?
Is he killable?
Yes.
Everything's killable.
We got the cleric. That's all we got. That's all we got is the cleric. And Pink Mist.
Right.
So, what information do you think you were given that would help at this point?
Yeah.
From whom?
The way that Pete was acting, the librarian.
I like Pete.
Pete's kind of a jerk.
Pete Ford.
He seemed like he may have been part of the Saviors, the group of people.
But he might be a manipulator.
But he also might be part of the manipulators because he seemed really interested in that box.
He did.
That's why I told you to look into that.
Yeah. And if he's either part of the Saviors or part of the manipulators,
Either way,
you need to get that box. But the question is, do you give it to Pete?
I'm going to
I mean,
Silverhand.
do we give it to Pete?
Or you to give it to Silverhand.
Well, you see, here's the thing,
He doesn't look like a manipulator at all.
No, Silverhand does not manipulate. He just helps. No, wait. That's kind of like the word. What's the word I'm thinking of? Oh, accomplice.
Well, all right. We're backing out of the room.
Yes.
For right now, we're going to read
We
that.
know this.
That's
Yes.
our strategy right now. I don't think we can take them.
Okay, you're backing
Yeah.
out of the room. You closing the door behind you.
And we're going to think of something else.
Yes.
All right, so we retreat.
Yep.
Hasty retreat.
It's
shut the
it's a
door.
tactical retreat.
Yes.
Tactical retreat. And
Yes.
shut the door tight.
So you guys are going to head out. You're going to go into the little entryway with the door closed.
I'm going to say I'm holding the handle. And he might not. He might just stay in there and be like, suck it, nerds.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna follow you.
We'll find out.
You know.
Did anybody look at the door seal? Is there a magical seal against the door? Like maybe he can't cross it.
I see a button.
It's just,
And I want to push it, but I don't know what it does.
it's just salt.
Yeah, just salt on the door.
Like supernatural.
That's not that far off.
Maybe we should call Sam and Dean in.
Yeah.
All right, so I was kind of trying to trigger Silverhands to go talk to Pete to see about these saviors and whatnot.
He was in the bathroom when you
No,
said
I know,
that.
I know,
Oh, yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. Is that
Yeah.
Was in the bathroom.
why I was saying
was.
that to him to try
Yeah.
to get something going there.
I'm gonna need a
Maybe
little
we
bit
could
of
get more
from
information
you.
that might work with this.
I don't know how much more information Pete would give you outright
Yeah.
because he also doesn't trust you.
Who does?
So, I
But
mean, that's
If
the
Silverhands
relationship.
goes up to him and is like, "This
Listen
is what they've
here,
encountered.
Pete."
This thing will not let them pass unless there's discoverers with
Well, and
involved
if
with
he
saviors.
wants the box, he's got to give us something to work with.
He might have some kind of
Like
trigger.
some kind of like password.
if he's
or,
good side, he might have some kind of trigger passphrase for this.
Yeah,
If he's bad side, he's going
but
to tell us to
he's
stuff it.
basically he's a
Yeah,
guard.
but even if he's bad side, he wants that box, and right now
But he
we're
won't
his
know.
only option.
He wants the box, but he ain't going to know the password.
It's
No, no.
manipulator.
no,
Well,
but,
that's the thing, though.
we're
If-
his only option to
You're
get
his only
it.
option.
Yeah,
So if
but-
he can give you guys information to get you the box, all you do is hold the box over his head.
Right.
Be like,
And what? Drop it down?
no,
Are we
no,
killing
no.
Pete?
No, we're not killing Pete.
Do we
with
need
the
to find
box.
Pete 5?
Probably. Pretty much.
Comes out of the back.
Yeah. You
You
again.
guys again.
You know, and it's
Told me all about
yeah.
you.
Pete Ford told me all about you.
It's like
yeah.
duplicity, but worse.
Yeah, but worse. You see, because even if you have it in your possession, you didn't. He never said you had to give it to him.
But and my thought here is he goes back to Pete. And
Repeat.
Yeah. And he tells Pete that we've discovered this stuff about saviors, discoverers,
Children of the
children
manipulators.
whatever, and that we're at the point where we need more information. So if he has information that will help us on this, I mean, because Pete doesn't know the full
I was
story
gonna
of
say,
what's
I do have a question for
going
the
on, because he's been
librarian.
kind of wishy-washy on his info too. So I mean, Pete knows we're down there, but Pete doesn't know that we found this guy, and Pete doesn't know that we
No, he does.
know about.
No, he does.
Well, Pete doesn't really know what side we're on either.
No,
We're on the side that woke up in mud.
Pete has an
Pete
idea.
knows about it because Silverhand told him about it. They found this
he has an idea.
glowing
Yeah.
spectral creature that was phase shifting in and out of reality in time.
Right.
Oh, crap.
So Pete knows that you guys are down there and you've made it that far. Through the catacombs, I guess you could call it.
Okay, so the only information that Pete has
it's
is what
just through
Darcassian
a guy he doesn't like.
and a guy you guys don't know that well, and that's coming from third party. Pete could give you good information, or
He could have given us information that really wants him to kill us.
Oh, don't worry. Just say hi and walk on by.
Well, the door's shut. I'm assuming the guy's still shambling towards it.
yes.
Yeah, we're pretty much screwed. I think he still status to the door.
I'm at the door. He's shambling towards it. I'm going to yell through, "This is the last time, bud. We don't want to do this. We don't want to hurt you. We don't want to try to be made out to be the bad guys here. All we want to do is figure out what the hell is going on here. All we want to do is find out what the hell is going on here and not burn the world down in the process. There's no way that you can at least talk to us and help us out figuring this out. We don't want to steal stuff if it's going to ruin the world. We don't want to go past you if it's something that's going to burn everything down. There's not much more we can do on our end to prove this. We've even walked out of your room. I've put down my weapons, and I didn't pick them back up until you kept coming at us threateningly. What more can we do to prove that we don't want to hurt you or anyone else by proxy? Cleric here, healer. Still good. Coco heal. Come on. Man, I could look into this whole weird dead and not thing. Maybe I can help you out.
He will say,
The pain which you cause me will be nothing for what the saviors caused you, the children.
and he's right next to the door.
All right. So fun.
He is at the door, and obviously it does open in towards him.
Well, and I'm still holding it.
You are still holding it.
How long can you hold that door there?
Probably not long enough. He's bigger than me.
That's true.
I have to be on my toes to look through this thing.
That can lock it.
I don't think so.
That would be nice. I can locksmith it.
It's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious that he is coming for us.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting
So,
out of this.
I got something I would do.
Do it.
Would I be allowed to? I mean, I'm right at the door. Are we going to say that I can do something?
Do what you gotta do, man.
Have at it. We can always retreat up the stairs if we have
Yeah,
to.
I don't think he's
Okay.
coming after us.
All right, so what I'm going to do, holding the door with the one hand. He just got to the door, just put his hand on it, so I'm guessing he's not pulling yet. I'm going to
All right, Fonkin has an idea, but no.
I'm going to grab the flask full of Carl
Okay.
and a stone in one hand, and I'm pushing it through the door, through the bars.
At him?
Yep. It's pretty obvious we're not getting out of this without fighting. So I am going to, because you can throw them,
Yes.
I am going to throw the stone and the flask through the door.
Yeah. Go for it. What's your would you roll?
Natural 20.
Did you really?
Nat 20.
I ain't touched it.
I see 20.
Okay.
I'll even take a picture of it.
Bad boy's getting acid and an explosive in his face. All up in his face. hole.
Take some Carl.
And now he's blind. Yes.
It's a zombie.
Take some Carl.
Take some Cara.
Take some Carl
Twice a day.
along with a marble.
Twice
This
a day
is
to
the
keep
we-
the doctor away.
I mean, obviously, yeah, it'll definitely hit. Carl does 1d6.
Yep.
Your explodey rock does.
1d6 plus 1.
You throw your explodey rock, and right when the flask of Carl gets right at his face, the explodey rock hits it, but with enough force where it causes shrapnel to pierce through the Soldier of Misfortune's phase-shifted zombie face. The shrapnel pierces into his eye and his skull, and the acid starts bubbling on his face and eroding it. He is still in his zombie form at this moment, and that's going to bring us to the top of the round.
How hurt is he looking?
He's okay.
He's probably.
I'm sure he's perfectly fine.
He's okay.
I am going to run over and try and hold the door shut.
Yes. Roll me your strength. 8?
Yeah. Yep.
You think you're strong. Just go over there holding it with one hand.
It's okay though. We got 2 on the door
the
then.
little you like in the cartoons. You are not a Popeye.
I got the spinach.
Freya.
I'm gonna use the flaming spear.
Girl. Is this something you can actually cast, or are you trying to dupe me?
I am using the scroll that we found.
There it is. Go for it.
So, should we, like, swing the door open when she does this?
Yeah,
or should we, like...
Do we kick it open, or how does this spell?
You're holding it closed right now.
I mean, could she put her hand in the window and just pop it through the door?
As far as I know, she does have that capability to do it if it's coming out of her hands.
Yeah.
A burning globe of fire rolls in which direction you point and burns those it strikes, and deals 2d6 points of fire damage on the creature.
So I just say stick your arm through.
Not even that. Just point through
All I have
the
to
door.
do is point.
Put your finger through the door
Yeah.
and hope he doesn't hit it with that thing.
There's not much else you need to do at this point.
So does
other
that
than
mean
put your hand
all
through
the
door.
creatures in the area?
No, once it hits the creature, it
Okay.
stops.
Yes.
Well, even then,
I'm sorry.
the-
It says it's a 5 feet diameter spear.
Okay,
Sorry.
there we go.
So it's
No,
just
that's
going to
fine.
be the one.
Yeah, so it would just be the
So-
soldier.
I thought the hallway
Correct.
was like 10 feet wide.
Yeah, the
he's
hallway's 10
standing
feet
right in the
wide.
middle of it.
Yeah, but
With-
he's like right next
Yeah.
to the door. Right.
Yeah.
So it'd hit
but,
him.
But the thing's reaching through, trying to get out. Wouldn't it singe their fingers?
Look at the map.
I did look at the map.
21.
Yeah, that hits. So roll your 2d6 plus the modifier for it. I actually have to contest this now.
12.
He's got a smug look.
No, don't. That's not my
That's not
smug look.
smug.
That's my...
That's his.
All right.
And that's going to bring us to his turn.
Now that continues to spin.
Yeah, so it's between him and the door at this point.
So does that
It's
mean...
like on him. He is literally...
so
at
does that
the
mean
Yeah.
like his action is kind of taken because he's on fire?
Yeah,
No.
if well, he can't come towards the door, and he
Okay.
can't see us through it.
door. That's pretty
All right.
sweet.
And you got the 12 damage, right?
Yeah, yeah, I
better
got the
have.
12 damage
Yeah.
on there. No worries. I got it.
You didn't acknowledge it, so I wanted to ask.
Oh, I'm not a cheater.
So
though.
he's taken 22 so far.
That's what I'm reading.
Yeah, he's taken 22 within the last 3
2
people.
seconds.
Yeah. You are going to be right up front.
Well, yeah, I have to
Right.
hold the sphere
So he's going to take a stab at you with his halberd
through the door.
through the opening of the door.
14.
Halberds
No.
are vicious. He's on fire, and he takes a stab through the slots in the
grate of the
window.
door.
You barely duck out of the way while holding your hand out, keeping him on fire. And then halberd just grazes right past your skull, and then goes back through the door.
Close call.
Very close
there.
call.
Now, the sphere stops when it hits him. Would he not have just gone through it and then get hit by it again? It comes through. The description says it stops when it gets to a creature. So it is in front of him and it lit him up, like when the cube was in front of us.
Right.
So by him trying to swing through it, would he not get damaged by it again? Because he is entering that spell.
He is in the sphere, is how I'm looking
Okay.
at it.
It's engulfing
Once it
him.
hits him, it's
Okay.
like surrounds him. That's how I'm seeing
in my
the sphere.
in my head. I was thinking it stops and it's burning him, but it's still right there. So by him swinging, he gets further into it and would get more
No,
hurt.
so he's engulfed in
Well,
it.
that's what the second round is, because she holds it for 2 rounds,
Yeah.
so it's going to do damage no matter what.
Okay.
That's going to bring us to Flunkin.
I'm going to take
Remember the windows only
do I have
about
a, do,
yay
do I have a
big.
clear shot of him without hitting any of my...
No.
I was going to hold my action and hope this... I'm actually going to kind of position myself a little up the stairs so I might have a better view for the next round and hold my action.
Okay. You're going to move over to the stairs, go up a couple of steps, so that way you can see over everybody. That's going to bring us to Artist.
Well, I'm still holding the door with one hand, and I still have the other hand out from the flask and the stone. So I'm going to grab my war axe, basically hold here.
Okay. Xenoxia.
Well, you got that vine thing.
It won't work in the caves.
Cave, though.
Crap.
Second time.
Otherwise, I've got the misting thing, but I don't think that's going to really do much either.
Unless it's like oil and we can light it on fire.
That would be nice.
The whole room is just on fire.
I would think, though, that if I throw my short spear, it's going to get obliterated from the fire.
It'll burn up.
Yeah.
At the same point, remember this little entryway, this little window that is in the door is only like a foot by 2 foot.
And
it's
I'm here.
small.
Holding her arm
She's
out.
right there.
All right, I think I'm still just going to try and hold the door shut.
Okay. He is still in his zombie form. He hasn't phase shifted. Freya,
Roll your damage.
roll your damage. Come on, big number.
11 this time.
Ouch. He collapses. He falls to the ground, crumples to his knees, holding his halberd up. Still on fire, and it slowly goes out. And you can hear his...
You are not discoverers. You are not wielders of prosperity. How are you all here?
And he crumples to the floor. And his charred remains lay at the bottom of the floor. And as far as you can tell, he dies.
Did we win?
As far as we can tell.
I think we should open the door and you should hit him with the crossbow just to be sure.
Good old double tap.
Yeah.
But he's crumpled. So.
What do you guys think? I mean, he's got to get up. So we could probably shut the door again.
Well, he's crumpled.
Yeah.
Like ash?
Well, crumple, I mean, people can crumple. It's just like you collapse. Like, your strings are cut, you collapse.
But the DM did say, as far as you know,
That's-
he's dead.
yeah, that's-
I don't like that wording.
And even if he wouldn't have said that at this point, he's been going between dead and not. So just because he dropped doesn't mean he ain't coming
Yeah.
back as human.
Tie him up. You need silk rope. Tie him up.
I think we should just finish him off.
Yeah.
I think so too.
If we can
Let's
finish
double
him,
tap.
If we
Double
can
tap.
finish him off.
Double tap.
Yeah,
War
I mean,
axe.
that's.
Big
War
miss.
axe.
I don't
Big
want to be
miss.
next to him if he stands back up.
Pig missed him.
while he's down.
Well, you
Big
have
miss.
more armor than the rest of us.
True, you can take a hit.
Well, how much
Don't
does
have-
yours
I've
do more
a little bit more
damage?
health. Yeah, probably.
Kick him while he's down.
If yours does
Big
more
miss.
damage than a bow strike,
And with him being
chop his head off.
with him being collapsed, would I not get an
his arm.
advantage on that?
Yeah, he is laying prone right now.
So I would.
Chop his
So-
head off.
All right, I'm gonna go
Mercy
for it.
killing.
You're opening the door?
We're opening the door.
Okay.
Opening the door, cautiously looking around, and walking up to him to
Chop his head
to
off.
chop him.
Okay.
I don't like that smile, but that's what's happening.
All right.
It probably because now that once he dies, all the doors are going to
Right.
unlock or something stupid.
That's what I'm
Don't give him
figuring.
any ideas.
That is an 18.
I don't know if that'll hit. Oh, God. Yeah, that'll hit. That'll absolutely hit.
That's good because I wasn't doing any better the next time around. That was a 6 plus 3, so that would have been a 9. So that's 8 damage.
Yeah, you sever the head from the body.
Did not want to have to do that.
Gore. Come on,
Give us the
DM.
guard. We deserve it.
All right. So the cleric, as good as a cleric can absolutely do, one that fights the undead. You have a war axe, right?
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's a war axe,
Yeah.
meant for chopping heads.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take your war axe out.
It's a dwarven one.
Is it? That's good. And you line up an easy shot as he lays face down, and you slice easily and cleanly through the zombie flesh that remains. But strangely, the body phase shifts into a normal human man, still dead, but this time bleeding and bloody. But you do hear a little breathing
From his neck hole?
from the head.
Guys, this is all sorts of strange up here.
As you remove your dwarven war axe, the head itself tips onto its side. And you see the eye peer up at you, the only one that you can see.
The vanity of your efforts are beyond your comprehension. Your ends will be met. Again and again. You children, all of you, have been destroyed.
Just remember, bud,
We tried to tell you.
when you go to those pearly gates and they don't let you in because you're an undead douchebag, we didn't want this. You forced our hand.
Beautifully worded. Surrounding you from the bloody corpse that lays next to you in all of its burnt crispness and charred blackness. The zombies are still groaning and moaning, reaching out towards you and the body that lays upon the floor, but nothing else happens.
Oh,
That's good
man.
because he's standing there with his tail feathers
Oh,
in the
man.
wind.
I think we need to run to the other end quickly.
I'm not running. I'd likely slip on this blood and fall into zombie hell here.
Take 10 damage.
Okay, carefully run to the other end. What do you guys think?
Carefully.
Let's do it.
What is this?
Other side, guys. Break on through to the other side.
And it's just a hallway. There's nothing.
There's a door at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing like we could prop the body against, so it's not in the middle of the room, and it's kind of a little
feed it to the
dignified.
zombies.
Maybe
You could
prop
feed
his
the
head up.
zombies.
Just feed it to the zombies. Kick it to the
Stop
side.
being a cleric and not caring. Just don't care. Let's go.
But
It's fine. It was us or him.
It absolutely was.
And you know what? I wouldn't want to live like that.
He made me use my biggest spell.
And we'd be
right.
fighting that thing forever otherwise. You know my aim. We'd be fighting that thing for weeks.
All right. Well, Artis sidesteps around the thing, staying out of reach of the zombies,
All right.
and goes to the end of the hall.
Okay. I assume everybody did the same thing.
You guys as well.
Well, I mean, they darted past me, going woo. So I'm guessing I'm holding up the end here.
I picked up my dress though, so it didn't get in the ickiness.
Of course you did.
No, no surprise.
All right, so you make it to the other end of the room, and it's... No, I'm just kidding. You open the door. Just fine.
You open that door, and everyone else opens. You've entered the lightning round.
Somebody steps on a red brick, and all the doors swing open behind you. Oh crap!
Oh, no!
Who's the
really think we should have left that room on fire.
step where I step? Touch nothing.
That's what I always say. Burn the room down.
So you make it to the next part. Excellent. Sweet. Okay. Everybody actually would have been there. Roll me a spot check.
8. I saw nothing.
23.
I got an 8, so it didn't really matter.
14.
Okay, you definitely saw it. On the armor, which he was wearing, one of the scales over the left breast, you see a symbol.
Silverhands,
Yes.
when we get out of this cave,
Yes.
you're going to take us to whoever has been giving you information. And there is going to be a long talk and possibly a reckoning.
Will there be cake and candy as well?
It depends on how it goes.
Well, with any luck, because not only am I knowledgeable in things, but I'm also somebody who you do not mess with as well.
I don't mean you.
I know.
It could mean you. I don't know that I don't mean
I mean, if you need somebody to, hold him down while you hit him, I'm good at that.
Okay.
I bet you are.
Don't toy with me, girl.
I don't think you can be that confused.
Yes, of course, yes.
Artis right now is going to take the earring out
Okay.
for right now because she doesn't want to deal with this. Because quite honestly, I feel like shit having to kill this thing.
I was all for tying it up.
Yeah,
That's
but-
messed up.
You tie it up and he is going to get loose.
I like the head chopping.
And he was already dead when we chopped that thing,
What are you worried about that?
I think. I don't know.
All right. I hope you enjoyed the second to last episode of the Altara Depths quest. What will happen to our party next time? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. In the meantime, we'd like to thank everyone that followed us on Twitter over the past 2 weeks, and hopefully we haven't missed anyone. PNP Hawk, DMT Cubed, Dragon Dorks, who have their own podcast, by the way, check them out. The Apparently Infinite Curus, Shadow Falcon 60, RPG Dad 317, who also has a YouTube account for RPG reviews, D&D Degenerates, Chad _Piercy, Geek and Nerd Pod, Chloe X Cupcakes, Tracy XGN, Mush _Roomed, Beck 226435568, Drink in the M, Dungeon Dummy, Phoenix with an OE, Maggie Sue 13, Zub _Zub Games, Miranda Run, NPC A Day Blog, Sword Fall D&D, Singleton Mecha, Jason Loves Games, Cyphus B, Jeff McOwen 702, Revel Yeliek, Die _YCE, Relentless _Rex, Jimmy McKee 4, Lila Dawn Eyes, and Vagrant, The Shoulder Cast, David ST 4241801, Vegan Yoda Dude, Dark Era RPG, Fire Aider, I'm Not a Funny Guy, Bowerbirds1, Varnished_Truth, D&D Grandma, Full Spare Dice. That's a good name. It's not only full spare dice, it's also Fool's Paradise. Congratulations, you win Twitter names. 019, the D&D Bags, Ludicrous Dave, and that's Dave with a 3, Beta Games HQ, Superhero Gear HQ, and Perfect Danger. And thank you to Tommy GTNP for mentioning us on the last Follow Friday, the 19th of October. We really do appreciate all the follows. It means so much to us that we're able to engage with people in the D&D world, let alone those new to RPGs and podcasts. In this episode, Artus was able to lop a dead undead head, Freya did some Super Mario Bros. Flower power, Xenoxia Hodord, Fonkin shot some pot, and our dear Darcassian's gonna be on the lookout for some information from our librarian friend Pete. We do appreciate you listening, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. If you could give us a review on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, Podtail, Blueberry, or whatever you get your podcasts on, that would be fantastic. We would obviously appreciate a 5-star review, but we all prefer honesty up front. After all, the podcast is for you, the listeners, and we want to make sure that we're providing you a great content. That being said, if you'd like to contact us on Twitter at FreeRoll5, Reddit, Facebook, and Instagram at FreeRoll5Podcast, that would be awesome.